And there's probably lots of extra paperwork with a big storm like this.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to DDoS land.
Yeah.
Yeah, the server got hammered. If it's 732 to log in.
Ooh.
So don't mind me. I'm having some chippy chips.
Would you like some chips with your chips?
No, I went to the kitchen, got the chips, sat back down, and it was still saying it was looking to log me out. We were in the run halfway through the final boss of Shishui the Violet Tide.
Yeah, you're trying to get your pity drop. To the pity, it will not drop.
I want my tanking feces.
But hi Orca, hi Drago.
Yeah. Whoomp 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 is about right.
Wumpity wump wump.
Yep. Sad trombone is sad.
Yes. Well, in somewhat better news, for the first time in probably over 6 months, I had face-to-face board gaming today.
Ooh.
Yes, had Jason over. And next week, there will be a group day.
After you finish your good news, I have news. That probably will bore most people. Drago might understand the issue here.
Well, first I get to bore them.
Okay.
So Jason and I basically swapped back and forth on choosing what to play, and it was his turn. So we went with Infidel, which is like volume 3 of the Men of Iron series, which is basically a relatively simple battle game, and that set is concentrating on the Crusades. This is actually very early First Crusade. Didn't finish, but we kind of knew where things were headed. Lots of back and forth, though. Anytime I could get my knights into action, the Muslim units were disappearing. Unfortunately, the rest of the time I was having a lot of problems. But it was a lot of fun. It's actually a good system.
Now, as you can see, Doodles, we're having issues.
Yeah, hi, Doodles. Especially since I'm still at 543. So, go on, bore all of us except for Drago. Is this panic sewing?
This is sewing in general, not necessarily panic. But it is industry information.
Ah, okay.
So, the other night, my machine was starting to do some weird things about skip stitches, and the kind of rule number 1 is if you're skipping a stitch, change your bobbin. If it's still skipping, change your needle. So, I changed my needle. And I still have these needles in packages from when I got the sewing machine. They came along as extras. But it just lists the number of the needle and not actually what the needle's for.
Yeah.
So I went online and said, okay, it's this needle from this brand, which in this case was Singer, and this is the number. Okay, this is a heavy-duty needle meant for like leather and denim, and this is a medium weight universal needle. Okay, we can work with this. And then I looked at the website when I thought I clicked on a Singer link. It said PAFF. P-F-A-F-F. Now, I thought this was weird because Singer has been a long-standing company that has been self-supporting this entire time. It was one of the first sewing manufacturers in the States. Why is the website saying... Oh, that's right. Singer was in this huge multi-million-dollar deal with Joanne to make sewing machines. When that fell under because Joanne has gone away, it looks like Singer was sold to PAFF, which now also owns Husqvarna and Viking.
Oh, good grief.
They're keeping the Singer name as basically introduction sewing machines to compete against Bravarna and Brother. But yeah, a lot of the sewing machine manufacturers just collapsed in on each other.
Yeah, boy.
You're not wrong, Drago! You are not wrong! Husqvarna, which also makes sewing machines,
Yes!
is mostly known for chainsaws.
I've been hanging around you too long. I got Drago's joke.
But yeah, this is annoying because I've had experience, or originally there was a whole bunch, and Singer was the last American owned. Brother bought White, and then I believe Brana bought Brother, so that's collapsed in. Baby Lock. Oh my god! We're still in instance!
Maybe you are.
Woo.
We're kind of dead. Why are we dead?
Because yeah.
Why are we dead?
Because she was chewing on me when we disconnected.
Why are we dead? I didn't see anything happen.
Exactly. So there's Baby Lock in Japan. I think there's like one or two others, but they're all like European.
Right.
Or they're really, really freaking high end, as in we can buy a freaking car. And of course we lost the FC buffs.
Oh, good grief. You just put those up.
Because we're inside the instance. As soon as we leave the instance, we'll regain them.
Okay.
Now, one of the issues I'm having is the local sewing shop.
Oh,
Now
wow,
that Joanne's is gone, they make most of their money by by selling sewing machines, but these sewing machines are freaking expensive. Ooh, I think I got that one just in time.
I guess so.
Look away.
Look away.
And unfortunately, the guy's sales pitch kind of reeks of classism.
Okay, it's the sales pitch. You mentioned the classism.
Because he effectively goes and disses things like Singer. How they're not good machines, they're horrible, you should buy these instead. Look away. Oh, you shouldn't buy this brand because it's horrible. You should buy from us because we've got the really good stuff. And it's like, you know, it's nice to be able to get the good stuff. But when you have the choice of you get this that's at least serviceable and you can't get anything else,
Fog.
it just rubs me the wrong way. Especially since I will be absolutely blunt that the Singer machine I've got is so much better than that white I was dealing with.
Yeah.
For the longest time, that white was abysmal.
It was a hanger queen.
I'm so glad I got rid of that machine.
And this is why
Look away.
the guys chipped in to get you the new one as a gift.
I'm just happy we didn't lose our dungeon run.
You want your pity drop.
I want my pity drop, dang it! Look away. Die, 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 die! She's not dying fast enough.
It's getting there.
Look away! So yeah, I was bummed to see Singer sold off.
Yeah.
I'm really not liking a lot of the consolidations we've been getting.
No. Oh wow, the clock already.
But yeah, Joanne going under, a lot of people were saying it pretty much wrecked a lot of the home sewer ecosystem. Which I can totally believe, because they were kind of the last man standing when it came to sewing good.
Yep.
But I could also see it going, it coming a mile away, considering a year previous was one of the worst online customer support service I've ever had in my life. And because of it, I feel ripped off. Another gunblade. And a bottom of healing.
Which I have. And where. So, how's the pity drop?
Give me a second.
$273. Okay.
Aren't they pretty?
Hold on. Ah, so you got them?
Yes.
Yeah. Woohoo!
I am now a skimpy tank. Come on, we need to head back to the Azim Steppe.
Okay. Time to trade one kind of booze for another.
Mm-hmm. Teleporter. We want to go to Onokoro, and then we'll take a connecting flight from there.
Mm-hmm. At least on these, you never, get to the other end and look for your connecting flight and see it out there with one of the engines scattered across the tarmac.
Yes. Yes. We've had that. But yeah, I've currently got a Singer heavy duty. The machine is pulling yeoman service. I generally prefer nice, simple, basic machines that do their work. Admittedly, having an embroidery machine might be really nice, but it's stupid expensive.
It's a different animal.
Yeah, it is a different animal. Also, I don't exactly have the room.
Part of the trouble with it being a different animal.
I mean, having a serger might be nice. I don't have the room. True fact. Singer
reunion
is actually tied in a weird sort of way to the loss of the ivory-billed woodpecker. You heard about this, right?
Maybe, but probably not.
At least I believe it was Singer. It was definitely a sewing machine factor. I could swear it was Singer. This is actually a good thing for Singer. Not so good after what followed. Singer actually bought this huge grove of old oak trees as a reserve to make the oak sewing machine cases that was part of their cast iron sewing machines back in the day. When they started phasing out making cases, they sold that wood grove off. That grove was the last nesting place of the woodpecker. Ivory-billed woodpecker. I can talk. Really, I can.
Ew.
The new owner was so mad that a year after he bought it, the U.S. government came in and said, because this bird lives here, and it's the last of its kind, and we want to preserve it, we're going to eminent domain this forest because you won't sell it to us.
Right.
That he went in and logged the entire thing overnight. And thus went the ivory-billed woodpecker.
Please tell me the government came down on him like a ton of bricks.
I don't think they did anything. But yeah, that's why we lost the ivory-billed woodpeckers, because one person got pissed because it was there and he wanted the oaks for logging, so he just logged the crap out of it, literally overnight. Hello.
Silent Banquet.
Hello, Mr. Youth.
This ordinary youth is most grateful to the Questier. Oh yeah, this will be me. There's a matter I require your help with. I want to show my appreciation to the Questier for creating Reunion. The marketplace allows us both to trade and communicate with the other tribes. We would have struggled to do either before Reunion was set up. After speaking with my fellow traders, we decided that we would host a banquet for the Questier. However, 3 of them are still yet to deliver their food for the feast. I am still waiting on Biter, Chambray, and Uto. Please seek them out and tell them you wish to discuss the banquet.
And since these are so densely packed, we'll just do them one at a time, or else we'll get lost. Hello, Baidur. We're here to discuss the banquet.
Oh, my apologies for being so late. We Cockle are still few in number, and it took somewhat longer than anticipated to gather what we required. However, I can assure you it will have been worth the wait. I made sure to collect only the finest ingredients to show our gratitude to the Questier. Do you want to go ahead and get his quests now?
No.
Oh, come on! It'll be fun.
No.
Spoil sport.
Hello, Chimbui. The banquet. Do not worry, my contribution is ready. I've been incredibly busy as of late, and it completely slipped my mind. Our tribe's hunters are so skilled, we often have more food than we know what to do with. Having somewhere like Reunion where we can trade our unnecessary meat is a great help to us.
There's that quest right there. How could you ignore it?
Well, someone's different. Hello, Uto. My apologies for the delay. Though I think the Castir will enjoy what I have brought. Smoked fish straight from Asari. I normally would not go to such lengths, but the Castir have done so much for us. The mere fact that they allow a non-Zela into Reunion is truly commendable. No doubt their generosity is motivated by trade, but I would be lying if I said it was not the reason that I too come. We're going to be running in circles all night.
I'm dizzy already. Were you able to find all 3 traders? Horse milk, a gift from the cockhole, freshly extracted from a horse this morning. Beast meat, procured by a skilled Dazkar hunter. Smoked fish, given to you by the Uto from Asari. Quite a selection indeed. Have you ever heard why the Castir founded Reunion? They say a Castiri child died from an illness that would have been treatable with the right medicine. Alas, the Castir had no means of procuring the cure at the time. As you say, there are plenty of other popular theories that may be true. The Castir are hardly going to open their mouths and tell us which is correct, after all. Ow. Not that it really matters a great deal. We owe them a huge debt regardless.
Considering
Do you want to explain that?
The Castir run Reunion. The thing with the Castir is they believe talk is meaningless, action means everything, therefore they do not talk. All words are lies.
So, yeah, they're not going to open their mouth and tell anyone exactly what happened.
Because all words are lies.
Merchant for a day. Fighter is not very good at his job.
Oh god, this one!
Oh, I'm beginning to wonder if I will ever be able to sell my wares. I was so certain I could finally make a success of myself here as a trader. Ah, hello there. Tell me, have you ever tried your hand at running your own market stall? I myself have been struggling to sell much of anything of late. Observing someone else may be just what I need. Let me know if you feel up to the challenge. I suppose we can show you what not to do, but I think you already have a handle on that part. Are you willing to tend to my stall? Are you my shopkeep?
That comes later!
Yes, it does!
Oh!
Pending the emergency call will take several minutes. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. But what else could I say? Fantastic. I have a feeling I am going to learn a lot from observing you. I've always prided myself on having a varied assortment of goods for sale. There should be something here for every kind of customer. Best of luck to you. Listen carefully to each customer and choose something you think will meet their needs. And so people know my thing earlier was basically a reference to later in this zone.
Yeah, no spoilers. Hush you.
Yeah, just the fact that it's this zone.
Hello, ma'am. Oh my, quite a selection of food you have. Let me think. Yesterday we had fish. Trader, what would you recommend for a bunch of growing boys with healthy appetites? Mammoth thigh!
Sure.
That does sound nice, doesn't it? I will take your finest mammoth thigh. Num num nums.
You made a sale! Nicely done!
I think we have a lost sheep.
Nah.
Bye, sheep.
Give me a toy! Mommy said I could buy a toy because I've been good. I don't have much money, so it should be something cheap. What can I buy?
A cheap wooden flute.
Oh, the mother is not going to thank us.
That's her problem.
A flute? Never played one before, but maybe Daddy can teach me. I'll take it. Made a sale. Nicely done. Right then. I think he's casing the joint. Oh, I pine for that buxom maiden so, but I know not how to express my feelings. Whatever should I do?
I've got just the book for you.
What? Not scream of your love to all of reunion?
No.
Book, you say? Pray tell me, just what is it called? Yeah.
Polly Love Songs of Legend.
Love songs! Now that you mention it, I remember her saying she enjoyed music. I will take that book. Thank you. I was hoping your singing is better than that flute playing. Made a sale. Nicely done.
Do you think my necklace suits me? I just bought it from the stall over there. No, we are not saying the first one.
No. I think it's nowhere near large enough. Those eyes are huge.
It looks lovely on you. I'm so glad you think so. I fell in love with the cover the moment I saw it, and I knew it had to be mine. In fact, I had actually planned on buying 2 pieces of jewelry today. Do you have anything for sale? Scarlet earrings.
Yeah.
Those would go perfect with my necklace. I will have them, thank you. That said, I am quite taken with this ruby ring as well. Give me both the earrings and this ring.
Okay then. So either of the reds will do. Made a sale. Nicely done. I must say, I'm very impressed. I had no idea there's still so much I had to learn about trading. Really? Until now, I'd simply recommended whatever I thought was best. It is clear the customer's wishes should always be my top priority. Thank you for all your help. If you learned that from us, you are in big, big trouble.
I don't know. I still remember the story of Baron getting with a couple of the other
God, yeah.
frame designers, and that day the challenge was to try and convince customers to do frame jobs in avocado green and harvest gold.
Oh, that. I was thinking of the person he sold Excalibur to.
Oh God, Excalibur, yes! Yes, he successfully sold the most expensive brush in the entire store to one person. Now, he told them how to take care of it and how to properly use the brush, and he sold them the proper washing materials. And the guy came in apparently a couple years later to show off the paintings he was doing with it, and they were actually really nice. But the fact that he sold an almost $300 brush to a newbie, and the newbie didn't even
at the
bat
time
an
the
eye.
guy was new.
Yeah, he was like, I want to learn to paint like Monet!
Right, yes.
Afterwards, Mike just was staring at Baron like, I can't believe you did that. And he's like,
yes.
But the guy properly took care of it, and his painting definitely was showing improvements, and he was enjoying his craft, and he didn't feel like he needed another brush. He adored that brush, so it was
Take
the
care
right
of that one, and
brush.
it will last for decades.
Yeah. It will last for decades. It was a case of he sold the right brush to the right person. But
yeah. Marshmallow. Get back here.
Marshmallow, can you please not hog the quest gift? Thank you.
You booze, you lose. Shambue is in need of meat. Meat.
Fancy doing some hunting for me? I've been so busy trading today I have had no time to go hunting, which is an issue as I'm nearly out of booze ingredients. I would like you to slay 4 steppe dozu for me and bring back their meat. You should be able to find some just outside of Reunion. Ooh! I can go punch things!
Ooh.
Let's go punch things! I want to punch things.
A quest that actually takes us outside of Reunion.
Yeah, I want to punch things! I get to punch things. Punchy punchy!
And let people hear the music.
Yes, the music here. Well, when I'm not in combat.
True. Yeah, never mind. Oh, and these are hunt targets. 2 of 3.
2 of 4.
2 of 4 for the quest, 2 of 3 for the hunt.
Ah.
So that's 4 Centario seals.
Got an extra, just in case.
You always carry a spare.
Did you make a friend? You made a friend.
No. No.
Aw, can't you punch your friend?
No.
Aw. Do you have my meat? We Dakar are somewhat different from the other tribes in that our hunting is done by our women. My little girls are already proving to be quite skilled with the bow and arrow. I am sorry to take even more time of your time, but could you deliver the dozu meat to my husband? You will find him just behind the nearby tent. Hello, Mr. Henpecked. How are you doing?
I think he's chocobo pecked. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, he is chocobo pecked.
Why, hello. Can I help you with something? Stepzo meat, a key ingredient in Shambui's booze. Ah, you have been hunting for my wife, have you? You have my thanks. I must say it is quite nice to have the chance to speak with someone that does not belong to my tribe. I would love to talk more, but it really is time I got back to cooking. Speak with my wife, and I'm sure she will see you are rewarded for your hard work.
And back to Chambui. Hello, Chambui. We have delivered meat.
He eats chambrain.
You may not be aware of this, but those from outside our tribe seldom have a chance to speak with the Dakar men. Usually we keep our men at home, but my husband's booze is so much better than anything I could make. I felt it would be depriving my customers if I did not give him the opportunity to sample his cooking. Regardless, it is time I get back to work. Thank you for all you have done.
Steamed Zobus.
Yes. Hello, Uto.
Fishing for customers. Uto would like to attract more custom.
Would you mind helping out a trader who is down on her luck? I simply need you to promote my wares to the locals. Try your best to bring in the subject up as naturally as possible. If I would specifically like you to mention the smoked fish I have for sale. I caught them back in Asari.
The chat mode would say enter smoked fish from Asari.
Oh god, I have to type!
Oh, the horror.
That means I need to clear things away from my keyboard so I can get at it.
Oh, the horror.
That one's you.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Caught in the Asari, you say? I might go and take a look later.
Have you ever had smoked fish from Asari before? I hear they're quite delectable.
I've only had them the once, but I will never forget it. One of the tastiest meals I've had for sure. If someone's selling it in Reunion, then I'll be first in line to buy some. And somewhere Rylea is getting jealous that she isn't having any.
Well, that's her problem. We have all the fish we want. Ain't that right, Uto? Hello again. I'm pleased to say I've had a few customers stop by since you went off to spread the word of my fish. If business continues to be this good, then I might have enough to buy some furs before heading home. The ocean breeze makes Eorzea a rather chilly place to live. Oh, I cannot wait to go back and see my husband again. Thank you for all your help. Tama-chan.
Rip-off reunion. Tamachag wants to investigate some unsavory dealings. Would you mind helping me with an investigation? Those who do business here are allowed to set their own prices. However, I have heard word of a trader who's been abusing the system by charging more for their goods exclusively for foreign customers. Should this continue, Reunion's reputation shall suffer great damage. I've taken it upon myself to regularly check the trader's stalls, but I suspect the culprit is hiding their extortionate prices from me. That is why I require your help. Please investigate the local traders, taking note of their wares and the prices they sell them for. I've marked the 5 stalls I would like you to visit on your map. Report back to me when you're done.
I will note that...
Someone hit the dimmer switch.
Yes, well, we do have gales going on. Each of the tribes have their own unique color combined with... excuse me. Combined with styling. This fellow is of the Oranir. You can tell because of the bright yellow. Well, this lovely young lady who is saying nothing is a Castir. Hello, Buktohui. Why, an exotic aura, you admit. You must be a traveler from far-off lands. Can I interest you in some kumis? It is the most luxurious local drink I have to offer.
Budokui's stall contains an assortment of alcoholic beverages. All of her wares are being sold for very expensive prices.
That's good?
That's good. Come and get your hands on the juiciest fruit and vegetables available in Reunion. Mascoot's stall contains fruit and vegetables. All of his wares are being sold for expensive prices.
Considering that this land is not good farmland, I can believe that. Baidur?
Struggling to find something? Search no longer, for I am sure to have it in stock. Baidur's stall contains a mix of meat, fish, and assorted trinkets. All of his wares are being sold for cheap prices. Yes, we know. Especially the flutes.
Yasui? You there, traveler. Can I interest you in some smoked meats? My prices may be steep, but satisfaction is guaranteed.
Yasui's stall contains raw meat, sausages, and smoked food. All of her wares are being sold for expensive prices. Hi, Chambui. We meet again.
How many boos do you fancy, miss? Wow! Go straight for the sale!
How many? I don't know. How many boos will it take to get me drunk? Shambui's stall contains various kinds of booze. All of her wares are being sold for fair prices.
Tama-chan?
Finished. Well, what did you learn? Biter
sells a
assorted
mix.
trinkets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes a meat, fish, and other trinkets.
Cheap.
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 I see. What about Mazgud?
He was fruits and vegetables.
Right.
He was expensive.
Yes. Understood. Tell me about Yasui's stall.
Alcohol.
No.
No?
Yasui was raw meat, sausages, and smoked food.
I thought you... I already clicked on the button.
Meat. And expensive.
Boko
3 of them were... hold on. Urukui. That was our first one?
Probably.
Yeah. That was alcohol.
Exorbitant.
Exorbitant, yes. And finally, what about Chembui? Booze.
Fair.
And fair. You sure about that? Did not seem to be confident in your answers. By all means, go and check the stalls once more if your memory is hazy. What? I got them right!
Yeah, Bakui was booze. Mascar was vegetables.
One of them didn't quite match, but
Fido.
he didn't have an entry that exactly matched.
Okay, Yasui was meats.
Yes.
Checking on...
And that was the one where there wasn't an exact match. There was just, meat.
Raw meat, sausages, smoked foods.
Yeah. Okay, let's check this again. Okay, biter is meat, fish, and assorted trinkets. Right. Yeah, makes a meat, fish, and other trinkets.
And he was cheap.
Hold on a second. Yeah, cheap.
Mascard was fruits.
Masgood is fruits and vegetables. Okay, yeah.
Expensive.
That was expensive. Yasui is, the raw meat, sausages, and smoked food. Yes, meat.
So expensive?
And expensive, yeah. Borukui is alcohol and very expensive.
I thought it was exorbitant.
Okay, it's very expensive. They changed categories on me. Yeah, it's not exorbitant, it's very expensive. That's where we went wrong. Finally, what about Chembui?
Booze!
Chembui is booze and fair. That more or less matches up with what I'd learned myself. Well, if you exclude Purukui. Kumis is hardly a luxury commodity in these parts. No doubt she was hoping a traveler such as yourself would be ignorant of the fact. It is fermented mare's milk. She cannot be allowed to continue this kind of behavior. I will give her a stern warning later. Thank you for your help. The Kestir had entrusted me with a reward that I was to give to anyone to aid me in uncovering this crafty traitor. I would say you have done more than enough to be worthy of it. Excuse you.
Now, that should be behind everything. Or is it inside? Might be inside. Yeah, it's inside.
Out of the storm.
Kaishan.
Who needs words? Kaishan is so worried he's on the verge of saying something.
Oh boy, that's dangerous for a Kastir.
You can tell from the timidness of Kaishan's nod that he is worried by something. Kaishan points to the north. The haste with which he extended his arm suggests there is something in that direction which requires your attention. Yes, this is what it's like with the Questir every time. These captions get hilarious. Ooh, new location. So, think there's going to be punchables?
I hope so. I need to punch something. Oh, God, do you see what I see?
Do you really want to punch that?
I'd rather go around it if I can.
Yeah.
Hello, life suing. Yeah, we need to leave early.
What kind of sick person would come up with something like those guys anyway?
Yeah, really.
Shaken, not stirred. Punchables! Punchables gone. Oh, thank you so much. That was nearly the end of me. I must thank Kaishan as well for sending help. Quite impressed you understood you were needed here. Working out exactly what the Kestir are trying to communicate is never easy. Well, somebody's having fun with one of them. They believe all words to be lies and as such never open their mouths. However, they are both loyal and honest. That is why so many are more than happy to do business with them. Tell Kaishan that I will be along shortly. I will set off as soon as I have reloaded my cart. You want any help with that? Thanks, Eorzea.
Quick way! And someone cleared out the furball. The purple. I will gladly take that. I don't want to deal with purples.
I could see it happening in the background. That's what I was referring to. Went charging right in and beat it up.
Thank you, thank you!
If they never talk, how do we learn their names?
I don't know.
I guess they just nod at us until we understand. The tension has finally left Kaishan's oh-so-expressive face. You take note of the message of thanks relayed via his warm gaze. and set an influx of XP.
We're back to MSQ. Hello, Serena.
A season for war. Serena does not usually depend on the kindness of strangers, but will gladly make an exception today.
You want to help me? Is that it? I do not know what to say. Thank you. Thank you. The lumbering ones we must fell wander the plains to the west of Reunion. If we each harvest 2, then we should have enough whisper root. Return here when you have finished. Good luck. We need to go after lumbering ones.
Sounds like we're lumbering ones.
I think that would be yes.
Steppenwolf. Unsig. He was named, so he was part of something else, apparently. I have no idea. His nameplate was not Stepdol, it was Unsig.
Oh. Huh. He just kinda...
Yeah. He just kind of evaporated.
I mean, maybe it was the Fate boss?
Yeah, I think it was the boss of a Fate that just ended.
Because I just wound up to do my big hit and then he just was gone. And I was like,
Yeah.
Nani? Welcome back. Have you brought the Whisper Root? Why, yes we did. Here's 2 of them.
Whisper root, a common, if valued, ingredient in Zela medicines.
Blessed is he who shows kindness to strangers, for with fortune does he ever ride. Will this quantity suffice?
It shall. The Kenzai is yours. The gods favor you more than you know, child. Udgan rarely have need of such herbs, and so my stock is limited. Did you come a day earlier or later, I would have none for you.
Perhaps the gods guided me here as they have guided grandmother, as they guide this woman from the west.
Hey. How goes the search? Any luck?
Looky who I found!
What fortune to meet a friend of the young master!
Well met, Serena. If you have an inkling as to the current whereabouts of Lord Hien, we should be most grateful for your assistance.
Oh, please. It is I who should be grateful.
Hold! What is this? I came first, you second! Know you to whom you speak? All people of the steppe should. Or have you fought so much that you have forgotten the face of your superiors? Superiors? I spit on your superiority, little prince! Twisted and mad as sand devils your kind are!
No, they just have egos. Egos the size of an
Those two
aetheryte.
don't seem to like each other very much.
Those boys are of the Oranir and Dothal, the two strongest tribes. The children of Azim are destined to rule, so they declare to all who will listen. Their word is law. For now. Grand, flamboyant fighters, but deadly, very deadly. He prances as a horse, as do his brothers after their many recent victories. The Undying ones too are strong, fearless, and vicious. They often reigned in the past. Now they are sorely tested. Ah, the master of the markets. He is Castir. To fight in reunion is forbidden, and to break the peace is to be banished forever. This he says without words, for words are lies to the Castir. They do not speak.
That's interesting. And all these different tribes share the same lands, do they? No wonder it's tense.
I shall look for you on the field at the Nardum. Mark my words! As shall I. Mayhap I shall take 11 more Dothal heads to make a dozen with yours. I look forward to the day.
Children, please.
The dispute will be settled at the Nardum?
A great battle held on the final day of the Sahan San. During this time, all bonds of hierarchy are broken. All Zayla are equal and free to prepare for the fight. The tribe which triumphs in the Nardum rules until the next Sahan San. Which in these lands is now.
Ah, so that is what they call the custom. I presume your tribe will also be taking part?
Not all seek the Dawn Throne. Some are satisfied with their lot. Others, like the Castir, have reason to remain neutral. Them all are lambs among wolves. Long were we content to remain apart and live quietly, but... Never mind that. You see Kian, yes? I know where he may be.
All right. Vending, naming. Naming.
Oh, we have a blue quest and another side.
Give me a moment.
Peeps, don't abandon me. Thank you, peeps.
Okay, it is. Okay, I'm set.
Side quest!
Again?
Hello, Tangini.
Stranger danger. Tsujini has a soft spot for children.
Have you by any chance come from a walk around the market? I look after the family's children while they shop here. I also keep my eyes open for any children that get separated from their parents. If you happen to come across any lost boys or girls, please tell them to come out here.
Striking dummies.
Striking dummies. They could be tasty.
I would not try tasting them.
Aww.
Maybe punch. No licking.
No licky. No getting to
only
the center of a Tootsie Pop roll.
Not on those, no. You say there's a nice lady that will look after me? I will go and search for her now. By the way, have you seen any other children that look like me?
Not yet.
Not at the moment.
I'm surprised we have 2 blue ones here, but I suppose there's still Aether Current ones we need to fetch. Excuse me, kid.
I had no idea there's a lady like that. I'll go and play with her until Daddy finishes his work. Though I do wish I knew where my brother had gone off to. Maybe he's with the lady already.
Maybe.
Anything's possible.
Excuse me. What are you talking about? I'm not lost. There's a lady who looks after lost children. Maybe I'll go speak with her, but not because I'm lost or anything.
Sounds fine.
I've had 3 children come in saying you sent them to see me. I was only supposed to be looking after one today, but things got quite lively. It never ceases to be amazed on how friendly Zayla children are with each other. Tribal boundaries mean nothing to them. This group alone contains a pair of Hama twins, a Borelli girl, and a Bagwe child that was here from the stars. Their tribes are often so different. One of every 3 Hama pregnancies result in twins, just like those 2. Banaka women have a tradition of taking multiple husbands. And the Boiler support themselves by collecting dung, drying it, and turning it into charcoal, which they sell to other tribes. They have all been brought up so differently, and yet they get along so well. Some days I wish we adults could behave the same.
That'd be good.
Regardless, that is no concern to a traveler such as yourself. Thank you for your help. Tamachang, what do you got for us?
Words are very unnecessary. Tamachag is not in the best of spirits. Hello, travelers. As it happens, some of the local Kastiri merchants have been dealing with a problem involving your kind of late. Reunion is run by the Kastiri. It will not do you any favors to displease them. The tribe is famed for its dislike of speech. They believe that all words are merely lies. The Kastiri way is to show your intentions through your actions. Nothing else will suffice for them. And yet a merchant from far-off lands has recently appeared in Reunion, trying to force the Kastiri to trade by using the very words they despise. Ignorance is no excuse. I've seen others attempt to explain the local customs to him. However, it matters not what anyone says if he will not listen. I would appreciate it if you were to take responsibility for this buffoon. No doubt he is still in the Khan's tent, harping on. Go in, grab him by the arms, and drag him out.
Yep. Oh yeah, he's dressed like an Uldan merchant.
An open mouth swallows no gill. I don't suppose you'd fancy taking part in this conversation anytime soon, would you? If I've done something to displease you, you need only tell me what. Just who would you happen to be? If you're here to trade, then you'll have to wait your turn. I arrived first. You're annoying, the lady. What's that? You're not a merchant? Well, are you aware of the funny customs these Kastiri have? Apparently words aren't much use, only actions will do.
And yet you're trying to badger them with words.
I was told as much by members of the other Ari tribes, but I just can't bring myself to believe it. How can one run a market if they refuse to speak? Regardless, it does not appear that I stand much in to gain much from continuing to rely on speech. If even a fellow outsider such as yourself is telling me to follow the Kastiri customs, I suppose it's high time I acquiesced. Now that I think on it, if you're not a competitor, would you perhaps be interested in working with me? Must we? Seek me out if you'd like to hear more.
Do we have to? I'm not smart enough for this. Actually,
No one prattles on like Gastot.
Kotota?
It seems she is glad to see the back of Gascot.
Don't blame her.
No. Buffoon does not begin to describe him. It's been an eternity since I last had a chance to talk with a fellow traveler. My name is Gascot. I belong to the East Aldernord Trading Company. Yeah, I figured. And I've been stationed in the Far East for a while now. I used to work at our Kugani office until a short while ago. Word has it won't be long before Doma fully escapes the Empire's grasp. Very few merchants are going to pass up such a good opportunity to trade with a newly independent nation. I've always been a pioneer myself, decided that I would make certain I was the first to explore this new potential trade partner. I brought bags full of foreign goods to impress the locals with. Yet despite this, I'm unable to convince them to even talk to me. Never mind take a look at my wares. Only they knew what harrowing obstacles I have overcome just to be here. Countless levies paid to pirates, daring escapes from fearsome bandits and beasts. I could go on forever. You already have. What is my reward? The icy stare of a Kastiri woman. Till today, I'd never met a lady that thought me anything but a charming gent. Well, today's your lucky day. You've met multiples. As it seems I alone am not up to this task, I wish to ask for your aid, knowledgeable adventurers. If you help me to convince them to trade, I promise you untold discounts on everything I have for sale. Don't go overboard there. No need to be so alarmed, friends. I merely wish for you to help me learn about Kastiri customs. I would not dream of asking you to threaten them or force you to help me with my work. Good. Their culture is unlike anything I've encountered thus far. If I'm to get anywhere, I must study all of the customs and deities that govern their day-to-day lives. Only then do I have stand a chance of convincing them to trade. You could just try shutting up.
No, it'll never work.
This information shall doubtless be equally valuable to you on your travels. But if I weren't such a humble man, I would demand you show your gratitude to me for giving you this opportunity.
No.
Was this really worth an Aether Current? We're gonna keep listening to him, aren't we?
Yes.
Words are trivial. Gascot is raring to get started with his studies. Let us start by finding out just how Kastiri communicate with one another. If we cannot learn this much, there's not much point in being here. It's to this end that I would have you ask the locals about their customs. Of course, I too shall try asking, though I fear I may have already gained an unfavorable reputation with the locals. Can't even begin to think why.
Because you won't shut your trap! You're having a failure with your pie hole! If you wish to understand the Kastiri, you must start by considering why this area is named Reunion. Zayla tribes constantly fight with one another. However, whilst they are in reunion, all conflict is prohibited. The area is founded based on the idea of the Zayla coming together as one.
You would have me explain Kastiri customs to you. I would assume most people would pick those up after spending a few days here. Mind you, our merchant friend makes me wonder. The Kastiri refuse to speak. They think all words to be lies. If you wish to earn their trust, then simply follow this principle. It should be clear what you need to do. Stoic nod time.
Yes. All the stoic nods. Are you helping Gascot? Quite a handful, isn't he? He's not doing his fellow outsiders any favors. Of that you can be certain. You would do well to tell him about the time he started following Kastiri rules for a change.
Unfortunately, he's not Italian or a fighter pilot, so he can't just grab his hands to shut him up. It's not just the Kastiri. All the bloody Zayla in this place hardly speak. Though they're quite good at staring, I must say. Did you fare any better? We're supposed to show our intentions through actions, you say? Yes, over-reliance on speech is something we should all endeavor to avoid.
Which you are not!
Then there's truly only one thing for it. We must gain their trust by showing them we come in peace.
Oh no.
Yes, I shall greet all those in reunion and show that I only want to be their friend. Here's an idea. Why don't you go and greet Corduta first? She's the one we really have to convince after all.
This is going to go poorly. I can feel it in my ears.
Kurtuta, he's harmless enough. Could you just refrain from, like, sticking a knife in him?
Trust me, you don't want to
Kurtuta
kill
looks
him.
at you quizzically. Kurtuta looks at you quizzically. Show to her you wish to be friends. Kurtuta seems unsure how to react to your gesture. You wonder how to proceed.
Take a gentler approach.
Yeah. Kurtuta is unsure how to perceive your actions. You wonder how best to communicate your intentions.
Act as a lady should.
This could be bad. Okay. The faint twinkle in Kurtuta's eyes suggests you've earned her trust. Oh, fancy seeing you here, Kurtuta. Allow me to show you just how friendly I am. Behold, the bomb dance of Kugane!
This is my
Well,
hand
at least this is
connecting with
silent.
his face.
Come on now, do not be shy. Let us all get to know each other. Why do you stare at me so?
Because you're a buffoon!
Well, it seems I've overstayed my welcome. Come along, Ludonia, Rena. Let us not bother the lovely Kistir any further. Pray meet with me outside.
I stare hard into Quata's eyes and then roll my own.
Yes, yes. Please do roll your eyes. If you try to hold them still, you'll just backflip yourself. With your powerful eye muscles. Wrong person.
Oh.
I am ever the optimist, but even I would struggle to say that one according to plan. I just don't understand. When I danced in front of a Kistir earlier, several gathered to watch. You should have seen them. They were beckoning for others to come look, pointing fingers, laughing. They loved my performance. Yeah. After such a positive reception, I was certain Kurtuta would respond in a similar manner, perhaps even dance with me. But no, all I saw was rage in her eyes.
Yeah.
However, I have indeed gained a better understanding of their ways. Now I just need to consider how to approach them next time. Yeah, wow.
No. This is Rena's grumpy face. And someone dinged.
Yes. And it is basically that time.
Do we want to pause here then?
Yeah, we're between quests. I just want to sort out the ring.
Ooh, how about a game of Go?
Go fish?
Or is this Chinese chess?
Give me
Kinda
a
hard
minute.
to see on the board. No, it could be Chinese chess, or a form thereof.
Okay. Where are you? Ah. Huh.
I'm noticing at least 4 different
Probably.
symbols.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be go. The shape is wrong for Chinese chess, but it could be a fictional version or just a primitive set.
Yeah? Either or. With that said, it is time and past time to call it a night. Thank you all very much for coming along this evening. We will be back tomorrow for more adventures with Thaven and Rylea as they finish off the Arcadion.
Yes!
I am...
That's going to get exciting.
Yeah, it was exciting this week. It's going to be exciting tomorrow. So definitely
Yes.
be here on Monday Fun Day.
Monday.
Channeling our inner
Yes,
Metian.
everyone, have a great night. Hope. Yes. Everyone, have a great night. Hope to see you here tomorrow. Wilson, get off the board.
He's off.
I know, you're trying to help.
He wants to play too. Good night, everybody. Be safe,
I
be
know.
well, get a good night's sleep, and we will see you here tomorrow.